Welcome to our podcast, where we talk about interesting topics to help you learn English. My name is Jack.
And I'm Elena. It's great to have you here. Today, we're talking about something very important, jobs.
Yes, jobs are a big part of life. We work to earn money, to help others, and to feel good about what we do.
That's true. Some people love their jobs and some people don't. But no matter what, jobs are important for daily life.
Elena, let's start with a simple question. What was your first job?
Oh, my first job was as a waitress in a small cafe. I served food, cleaned tables, and talked to customers. It was hard work, but I learned a lot. What about you, Jack?
I worked in a bookstore. I helped people find books, put books on the shelves, and sometimes I worked at the cash register. I really enjoyed it because I love reading.
That sounds like a nice job. Jobs can be very different. Some people work in offices, some work in shops, and some work outside, like farmers or construction workers.
Yes, and there are many types of jobs. For example, some jobs need special training, like doctors and teachers. But other jobs don't need special training, like working in a supermarket or cleaning houses.
That's right. And some jobs need a university degree. If you want to be a lawyer or an engineer, you have to study for many years.
And some people start their own business. They don't work for a company, they work for themselves. That's called being self-employed.
Oh yes, many people like to be their own boss. But it's not always easy because you have to do everything yourself.
That's true. Now, let's talk about something interesting. What makes a good job?
Good question. I think a good job is something that makes you happy. If you like your work, it feels easier.
Yes, and a good job should also pay enough money to live comfortably. If you work hard but don't earn enough to pay your bills, that's very difficult.
And another thing is work-life balance. If a job is too stressful and you don't have time for yourself or your family, it's not good.
I agree. Some jobs are very busy, like doctors or firefighters. But some jobs have more free time, like teachers, who have holidays.
That's true. And some jobs let you work from home. This is called remote work. Many people like working from home because they don't have to travel to the office.
Yes, but some people don't like it because they feel lonely. They like talking to their coworkers in the office.
Speaking of coworkers, do you think it's important to have good coworkers?
Definitely. If you work with nice people, your job feels much better. If your coworkers are not friendly, work can be stressful.
Exactly, a good team makes work easier and more fun. And sometimes, coworkers become friends.
That's true. Also, having a good boss is important. A good boss supports you and helps you improve.
Yes, but a bad boss can make the job very difficult. Some bosses don't listen to their employees or don't care about them.
That's why it's important to find a job where you feel comfortable. It's not just about money, it's also about the people and the environment.
Yes, and speaking of money, some people work just to earn money, but some people work because they love what they do.
That's a great point. Some people follow their passion, even if the salary is not very high. Like artists or musicians.
Yes, but other people choose jobs that pay well, even if they don't love them.
That's true. There are so many things to think about when choosing a job.
Yes, choosing a job is not always easy. Some people know what they want to do from a young age, but others take time to decide.
That's true. Some people try many different jobs before they find the right one. And some people change careers later in life.
Yes, for example, someone might work as a teacher for many years and then decide to start a bakery. Changing jobs can be exciting, but also scary.
Exactly. When you start a new job, you have to learn new things. It can be difficult at first, but it's also a great way to grow.
And today, there are many ways to learn new skills. People can take online courses, watch videos, or even learn from experience.
That's a great point. In the past, people usually stayed in one job for their whole life. But now, it's common to change jobs every few years.
Yes, and technology is also changing jobs. Some jobs that existed 20 years ago don't exist today, and new jobs are being created.
Exactly. For example, before the internet, There were no social media managers. Now, that's an important job for many companies.
Yes, and some people work as freelancers, meaning they don't have one boss. They work on different projects for different people.
Freelancing is great because you have more freedom, but it can also be unstable. Some months you have a lot of work, and some months you don't.
That's true. Some people like stability, and they prefer to work in a company with a regular salary.
It depends on personality. Some people like adventure, and some people like security.
Yes, and every job has its own challenges. Some jobs are physically hard, like construction work. Others are mentally stressful, like being a doctor.
And some jobs are both. A firefighter, for example, needs to be strong and make quick decisions in dangerous situations.
That's a great example. And some jobs are very quiet, like being a librarian. Every job is different, and people choose what works best for them.
Yes, some people choose jobs based on their skills, and some choose based on their interests.
And sometimes a job is just a way to earn money while looking for something better. Not everyone has their dream job immediately.
That's true. Many students work part-time jobs while they study. These jobs may not be their dream jobs, but they help pay for school.
Yes, and part-time jobs teach important skills like responsibility, communication, and teamwork.
That's why experience is important. Even if a job is not perfect, it can help you learn skills for the future.
Exactly. Every job teaches you something, even if you don't stay in that job forever.
Exactly, every job teaches you something, even if you don't stay in that job forever. And sometimes, small jobs help you get better opportunities in the future.
Yes, many companies want employees who already have experience. Even if it's a small job, it shows that you know how to work.
That's why internships are popular. An internship is a short-term job where you learn and gain experience, sometimes without pay.
Right, internships help people understand how a job works before they get a full-time position. Many students do internships while studying.
And some people start as interns and then get hired as full-time employees. It's a great way to enter a company.
Yes, but even if someone doesn't get a job in the same company, an internship still looks good on a resume.
That's an important point. A resume is a document that shows your work experience, skills, and education. Employers look at resumes when they hire new workers.
And sometimes, employers also ask for a cover letter. A cover letter is a short letter where you explain why you want the job and why you're a good fit.
Yes, both a resume and a cover letter are important when applying for jobs. They help you make a good first impression.
And after that, there's usually a job interview. The employer asks questions to see if you're the right person for the job.
Job interviews can be stressful, but if you prepare well, they become easier.
That's true. Practicing common interview questions, dressing well, and being confident can help a lot.
And another important thing is attitude. Employers don't only look for skills, they also want people who are friendly and hardworking.
Yes, having a positive attitude at work makes a big difference. It helps you build good relationships with your boss and coworkers.
And good relationships at work make the job more enjoyable. No one wants to work in a place where people are always unhappy.
That's true. A good work environment is very important. If people are happy and comfortable, they work better.
And when people work well together, the company is more successful. That's why teamwork is such an important skill.
Yes, in almost every job, you have to work with other people. Good communication and cooperation make everything easier.
And that's why learning English is helpful. English is used in many jobs around the world, so speaking it well can give you more job opportunities.
That's right, many international companies want employees who can speak English. It helps with communication, especially in business.
So, improving your English can help you get a better job, work in different countries, or even earn a higher salary.
Exactly. Learning English is an investment in your future. It opens many doors.
Exactly. Learning English is an investment in your future. It opens many doors, and today, there are so many ways to learn, like online courses, language apps, and conversation practice.
Yes, and practicing English at work is a great way to improve. Many people learn faster when they use English every day in their jobs.
That's true. Some jobs require English all the time, like customer service in international companies or working in tourism.
Yes, if you work in a hotel, an airport, or a travel agency, you meet people from different countries, so English is very useful.
And even in jobs that don't require English all the time, it's still helpful. If you can speak English, you can communicate with clients and colleagues from other countries.
That's right, and speaking English well can also help you get promoted to a higher position in a company.
Yes, many managers and business leaders need to speak English because they work with international teams.
And some people want to work in another country. If you know English, it's easier to find a job abroad.
Exactly, many companies look for employees who can speak multiple languages. It makes you more valuable in the job market.
And learning English also helps if you want to start your own business. You can connect with people from different countries and find more opportunities.
That's a great point. Many small business owners use English to sell products online, talk to customers, or learn from international experts.
Yes, even if you don't work in a company, English is still useful. It helps you learn new skills and stay updated with the latest trends.
Exactly, many books, websites, and courses are in English. If you understand English, you have access to more knowledge.
And learning never stops. No matter what job you have, there's always something new to learn.
That's true. The world is changing fast, and people need to keep improving their skills to stay competitive.
Yes, and having a growth mindset is very important. A growth mindset means believing that you can always learn and improve.
I love that. People who have a growth mindset don't give up when something is difficult. They keep learning and trying.
And that attitude helps in any job. Employers love people who are open to learning new things and improving their skills.
Yes, because no one knows everything, and every job has challenges. Being flexible and willing to learn makes work easier and more enjoyable.
That's true. If you have the right mindset, you can succeed in any job. Hard work and a positive attitude go a long way.
Exactly. Success is not just about having the best skills. It's also about being motivated, working well with others, and always improving.
That's so true. Success is not just about skills, it's about motivation, teamwork, and always learning. No matter what job you have, a good attitude helps you grow and move forward.
Exactly. And sometimes, success doesn't come immediately. It takes time, effort, and patience. But if you keep improving and working hard, opportunities will come.
Yes, and it's also important to enjoy your work. When you like what you do, it's easier to stay motivated and do your best every day.
That's a great point. Finding a job you enjoy makes a big difference. Of course, every job has challenges, but if you feel happy and interested in your work, it's easier to handle them.
And even if you're not in your dream job yet, every job is a step forward. Each experience teaches you something new and helps you grow.
That's why we should always stay open to learning, improving our skills, and working hard. And for many people, learning English is part of that journey.
Yes, English opens so many opportunities in the job market. Whether you want a promotion, a job in another country, or to start your own business, English is a powerful tool.
Absolutely. And remember, learning a language is like building a career. It takes time, effort, and practice. But every step you take brings you closer to success.
So, to summarize, we talked about different kinds of jobs, how to find work, how to improve in a job, and how learning English can help in your career.
That's right. And before we end, let's go over some important words we used today.
First, internship. An internship is a short-term job, sometimes unpaid, that helps people gain experience. Example, Emma did an internship at a bank before getting a full-time job there.
Next, resume. A resume is a document that shows your work experience, skills, and education. Example, Tom updated his resume before applying for a new job.
Another word is cover letter. A cover letter is a short letter where you explain why you want a job. Example, Maria wrote a great cover letter to impress the employer.
We also talked about job interview. A job interview is a meeting where an employer asks questions to see if you are right for a job. Example, Ben prepared well for his job interview and got the position.
Another important word is promotion. A promotion is when you get a higher position in a company. Example, Lisa worked hard and got a promotion to manager.
We mentioned growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can always learn and improve. Example, having a growth mindset helps people succeed in their careers.
And let's not forget teamwork. Teamwork means working well with others to achieve a goal. Example, good teamwork makes the workplace more productive and enjoyable.
Finally, motivation. Motivation is the reason why you work hard and keep trying. Example, John's motivation to learn English helped him get a better job.
Great! These words are useful for job-related conversations. Try using them when you speak English.
Yes, keep practicing, keep learning, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Learning English, like building a career, takes time, but every step counts.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like it, leave a comment, and share it with your friends and family.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more helpful conversations. Keep learning and improving.
Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye, and good luck with your job journey.